Good evening, good night, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good morning. We are back again today on the 28th day of the eighth month, 2018. That is this year. The time now is 9:42 p.m. South African time, or you can say it's 21:42 p.m. South African time. Thanks for all those who are currently viewing this live stream. And we are on top of it. Nothing else but cash flow system, cash flow program. And it's all about cash flowing now. Nothing else. I don't know. Are you in or out? If you are in, let's move this wagon. If you are not in, I will advise you to come on board.
I think the link is still coming. There's nothing yet.
So, we are on it, guys. And that's it. Like I promised yesterday, that I will be forwarding you the report and the updates about the latest on how we dealt with some of our communities today. And of course, some of you did join us in the day, meaning during our reinstatement of our communities in Soweto, South Africa. So, what we are doing currently, we are repairing some of the damages caused by other members of our communities, right? So, it is not going to be an easy task, but of course, it requires courage and focus, and we must be we must do it willingly, okay? Because if we are just doing it because we feel pressure, or we are doing it for admin or just, then that is going to be a problem, okay? So now, we did our level best together with some of the stakeholders around Soweto, where we were. It is still in my hometown, Soweto, though we differ with certain townships, okay? We were at Mufulo Township, Soweto, in Gauteng Province, South Africa, okay? So, as you have seen the whole replay video, we managed to reach an agreement on how to go about the cash flow system program, okay? Yes, in the beginning, we had to go through the education just to review certain things in order for everyone to understand what is cash flow and why. And from here, where are we going? Okay. Then after that, we had to decide now when to commence our cash flow programs. Okay. Yes, it wasn't a difficult thing to do, but since I've explained last time that the same place where we were, it is the very same place where TBC was presented for the first time in Soweto. So we felt that it is important for us not to leave them behind, because most of the routes were generated from there. That is why you saw us there. We even live stream, though it was a 12 minutes video, but very interesting. And then we allowed some of the community members to have comments and with their native language. Go and watch it. It's very interesting. And we will be commencing our first cash flow program or training. That is this Saturday, okay, at 14 hours. This will be our first in Soweto, okay. And then next week we're having another one again. So we are going to have about 2 sessions in a week, if not more. But we are pushing it to about between 2 to 4 sessions in a week. Okay. They understood that nothing is for free. We went to the education blog and we reviewed the article that was in line with cash flow system. We read it from paragraph 1 right up to the end, though some of them were a bit tired, you know, but we tried to have some breaks in between in order for them to understand exactly what was outlined in the whole article. Okay. We even grouped them into meaning some of them didn't have gadgets, so we had to group them so that everyone can go through the same thing that we were reading. Okay. So, like I said, nothing else but cash flow now. So we're already on top of it, and then let's hit it. It's cash flow time. Okay. Now, let me go and greet our viewers on the top chat, and from there, I will welcome someone. Okay. We have our brother, Mr. Coffee, or Aaron Coffee, but many of you know him as Steven, okay, from United States. And thanks, brother, for being here today. And we are at work. It's happening. And we've already started our introduction on cash flow program today. You can go through one of our 12 minutes video. And I don't know how can I put it, but I'm happy. Let me use a simple word. I'm very happy that all went well today since I promised you yesterday. So, we will be having a live stream tomorrow from one student who was with us in Soweto today. Okay, you know her anyway, but she will be live streaming tomorrow, sometimes during the day. And then we have our former TBC secretary in South Africa. Her name is Kirileng Modisani. She was greeting us. Okay. She, I can see, you can all see that she has used one of my native language. I'll read it for you. She's saying, Nda Bomaluleke. So that means evening, Mr. Maluleke. Okay. I'm going to teach Stephen as soon as he's here. What does that mean? Okay. And then we have Diana Gordon from Canada. Hi again. We also have our guest again from the former Southwest Africa, across the borders of South Africa, which is currently called Namibia. Her name is Tuhafeni Neshitati. Welcome, my sister. And the panel is waiting for you to, you have already profiled yourself, but now today they are just waiting for you to, you know, ubabulise ngesintu. Over to you.
Hi everyone. Good evening. This is now live from Namibia. Tuafeni Nashitati, a very dedicated TBCian who is vowed to take the world globally on poverty through TBC. This is our mission, and Namibia, it's there. We will make our mark. Hi again.
Thank you, my sister. I hope everyone was listening. That was my main concern, not just me, but most of us in South Africa, that how can we take TBC to the next level in Namibia? Because I know South Africa, we still have an influence in Namibia. And Namibia is also using our currency, okay? So there is this bond, but if you want to know more, you can just go to Google and do your own research about Namibia and South Africa, or the former Southwest Africa, currently called Namibia. It is a beautiful country, and if it was for me, I would have settled there. But to me, it's still here because it's only 2 hours flight. So I can see them, they can see me, we can interact, you know. Yes. Our sister here, Neshitati, she's there now to help us, meaning spreading TBC mission in Namibia. Of course, she won't be doing it alone. She has our backup to do that, not just me, but she also has a backup from everyone from this panel and some of those who are currently watching. Okay. Hi, John. I hope you are doing well in Mexico. I'm looking forward to have our special Zoom broadcast together. Since I've promised, but currently I was still held up, but I will try to avail myself. Yes, we have gotten started. out as we are reinstating some of our abandoned communities in TBC. But soon I will have enough time for us. Okay, don't despair, brother. Okay, now my sister, I understand that something that has happened in other countries about misinterpreting or misrepresentation of the TBC has also affected some of you in Namibia. So what we are doing now is to repair some of the uh, broken pieces and also repairing the fractured foundation. So now that has brought many doubts into our communities. But I am certain that that will be repaired because we have good TBCians around the globe, and you are also one of them. So, what can you say about that before we get into the cash flow system?
Yeah, my brother, things like TBC or the technology of cryptocurrencies is new. And then when something is new, we have to learn. Adjustment from the old system to the new system will always take time. And you see some people, they are faster to get into things and they want to do things before they understand the things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the moment you're trying to do things in a rush, things that you're supposed to learn the system first, and once you know the system is when you're getting in. So between you learning the system and you adapt it to distribute it to the others, it is, I think, where the problem comes in. People just get in and they want to run with it without understanding everything. Yes, we had a problem whereby things were done not according to the system, and in between, some people were hurt, some people lost coins, but we tried our level best to let the system roll back to normal again. But still, yeah, there will be those. You can't say you bring the system 100% to normal while you have the community still learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, my sister. Yeah. Um, we discussed about desperation, the dangers of desperation. That is another part that has affected us big time because some of the leaders, stakeholders, took an advantage of that some of our members are desperate. So it was easier for them to rip them off financially. You mentioned something that some lost their coins in many ways. Some lost their coins before the 004 wallets because they were not taught the system. And then some their coins disappeared. How? Nobody knows, but they lost their coins at the end of the day because another part of them were desperate. Okay, so that has actually nearly killed us, but we now understand why TBC insisted that we must teach the system. We saw that with Bitcoin, and then we have other crypto tokens in a coin market. Some of them are a bit slow. Some of them are currently kicking out, meaning giving that growth, though it's not sufficient enough for one to sustain. And but at the end of the day, Bitcoin is the mother of all cryptocurrencies. We know that. The history of Bitcoin has actually taught us something because we cannot stop talking about it. We will continuously share about it and give a testimony about it because that system is still running. And if you follow it, of course, you'll make a difference. Though it did not eradicate poverty like TBC, but TBC currently it's on its way to eradicate poverty for all. So every program that we came across, they had a system, though some of them failed along the way. So we also had some programs who claimed to be more than TBC. Some also claimed that they can help our communities to cash out. And they had good exchanges, things like that. Currently, we had quite a number of them, but admin forewarned us about that. Now, if we are clear with TBC system, I don't think it will be easier for scammers to get into us and rob us something. Okay. Some, yes, they lost their coins because someone managed to access their wallets and transfer them to wherever. By then, we were still decentralized, but currently we are centralized because as soon as one wallet transfers a certain amount of kringles, then the commissioner will touch base with that the owner of or the holder of that particular wallet. So that actually managed to limit the number of discounters, also the scammers. Okay. So now I agree with you when you say many lost. They lost because of desperation and others took an advantage of that. I don't know. Does it make sense? I was just adding on what you have shared with us.
Yeah. And also the system is new. When you have people hearing migration, to them it's just a normal word that you can use. But going back to their wallet, paying $10 and migrate is something else. So yeah, in that way also, not only, I think admin also is, we lost a lot of coins through giving away, and then people don't pay $10. I think it's a good thing that we moved to where we give cookies, no longer crinkles, because we are losing a lot of money for people not paying their $10. So we need to educate people, and I still concur with the system whereby only those who pay $10 can receive coins. That way, I think we will learn to get things we're paying for, not every time things for mahala. Even we need to eradicate poverty. People also need to do something, a little bit of it. $10 will not do a big damage to your wallet. Let's educate our people if you want to receive, you have to give. That is a norm that we grew up with and is still going to be there.
Yeah, correct. Our sister from Canada just sent us another comment here. She's saying, since it sounds like Namibia needs to create their own new economy, it makes sense to make it a TBC economy.
Yes, my sister, you have a point. That is why we are running with it, and hopefully, and we are hoping to do that, to create our strong economy, and then yeah, like Lauren's saying, we have a lot in common. Our dollar is equal to South African rands, and seeing what South Africa have, we have 80%, whatever they have, whether it's a shop, whether it's what. Our economy is basically based on South Africa market. Even the onion we cook with, we get from South Africa. Can you believe that? I think you have a point, my sister, and we are working hard on that. We are hard at work, yes.
Okay. Yeah, she is listening. Her comment was, wow, wonderful, with a smile. I can see that on the top chat. Okay. Another thing that we have to understand, if I can give you $1 million now and say, here it is, this is yours. If you don't circulate that amount, will it work for you? That's a question.
I always tell people to say, look, for you to be able to receive, you have to give. Ne? And in the cripple market or economy, you have to take care of others who cannot take care of themselves. Otherwise, we will end up having houses whereby our fence have to be 1 or 2 meter high, because those that not have, they have to eat. And they have to eat with us if we are not sharing what we eat with them. That is what I believe in. I don't know whether you understand my point.
I'm with you because some of us don't understand the circulation of money. When we deposit our monies into the bank, does the bank keep that money or the bank send it somewhere for circulation?
Yeah, people who are clever, they use the money for those who put their money in the bank for fixed, right? If you put for fixed for 12 months, I will use it. I will go and loan it, and you build something, sell it, and yeah, that's how it works. And you get your interest while I'm getting bigger than what you put in. Yeah.
Okay. So when we do it, you and I, without a bank, borrowing each other some money, right? And then if we agree that I will give you your money back in 6 months, then as soon as I take that money and circulate it, what's going to happen? What will be the approach from the system to me?
To you, I'm not quite clear, but
okay.
Okay.
What the bank is doing when we put our money in there, in their institution.
They
take our money, they circulate that money with high interests.
Yes.
And after 12 months fixed deposit or investment, what they're giving us is not even a fraction of that amount.
Yes.
Now, we community, if we can start doing that on our own without the banks, what will be the approach from the banks, by the way?
What will be the approach from the bank? It's just that they're losing out and you are gaining, because us, we are the one who taking to the bank. And if we are taking the money rotating in ourselves, all of us will grow bigger than us making the bank to grow.
What are they going to call us as soon as we do that?
I don't have the word, but I think not competitors, but yeah, we will be competitors in a way, but they will lose out.
They're going to label us as a scam or pyramid, isn't it?
That's word, yes. They can say that word, yes.
So between us and them, who is the biggest scam in the history of mankind?
You know, it's about playing around with words. Whether you're scamming people and using a fancy word, people will believe in you.
Yeah. I'm saying now the banking institution and us have already made an example about something circulating the money.
Yes, yes.
Now, between us and them, who is the biggest scam in the history of mankind? I think this is open to our talking. It's them.
Yes, it's them. Obviously.
Oh, okay.
Because all what they're giving you is peanuts. You won't even be able to do anything with that interest.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they also getting a piece from you, and they are not giving you enough. Whatever they take from you is always bigger than the interest that they give you.
Okay. I read a book by one of the late philosopher, Karl Marx. He said something about some form of a crime from the same system. He said, when you look at the buildings around the city or in a certain town, those buildings, according to him, it's a crime. What can you say about that? By looking at those buildings, the beautiful city, it's a crime. It's a crime. That's what he said.
Crime, like, yeah, depend on which approach. Because you can say that it's a crime. I have two different ways to say about that. How was the city developed?
Okay.
We can look at that. It's taxpayers' money, which they build those big buildings, and they don't have houses, perhaps. You see, if you use my money to build that big buildings and I don't have a house, how do you call that?
So whatever they utilized to put those structures in place was not theirs.
What definitely not.
So I'm beginning to understand that who is the worst criminal ever. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Is how is the word that you're using to convince people.
Okay. So are they happy to see us in poverty? Are they happy? The system,
yes, Yes, and no. Yes, to say really they are your people, but no, because all what they give you to have bread on your table, but they never give you to have wealth. You
Okay.
understand? You'll never have wealth if you're working for anybody. You will only have bread on your table, and that bread sometimes just with butter. Beyond
Wow.
that, you have to do something extra.
Okay. Thanks, my sister. Let's go back to the top channel. We have a stream of comments. All right. All right. Dinah mentioned something there that we have to take care of our own first. Yes, they will try to discredit you. And then she added by saying their interest rates are aching to exhaustion. That's Diana Gordon from Canada. And then we have our brother from Mexico, Crypto TBC, aka John Hard. He's saying the banks really have been the biggest scam in the world. Okay. And then Dana followed by saying, but they make the rules so what they are doing is deemed legal. Diana also added by saying they would make you rent a building your money paid for. And John added by saying they openly do the exact things they put us in jail for. Any
Okay.
sister? They create rules, rules that they themselves cannot bear. I think that, according to my understanding, and publicly, also globally, they will preach about those rules, but they themselves, cannot carry. It's a heavy load for them. If I may ask another question, since they are the biggest scam in the world, no one has ever arrested them, right? Isn't it?
Yes, that's why Ghana is saying they make it legal.
Yeah. And when they decide to do something, they just do it now without anyone telling them to stop or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have seen quite a number of programs around the globe claiming to be legal bodies who are there for human rights and whatever. Wele. You can call them in names, but to this day, those bodies, all of them, they didn't make any difference. I hope you'll understand me when I say most of the things we have learned them from this community. Before this community was in place, we knew not about certain things. What was the elite? What was the system control of money and etc. So I strongly believe that we are at the right place, and we do no harm to anyone. And at the end, we must ensure that we did preach to everyone, though we know we won't have the same category of communities, millionaires and billionaires. I mean, billionaires, but we will have millionaires and billionaires. But of course, to be on that stage, everyone has to be engaged. And there was never a lazy millionaire or billionaire, even from the other world of the elites, of course. So that's how I am looking at the whole picture. And at the same time, we can see where is this mission heading. So I don't know. Any comment from your side?
Yeah, you know, when you introduce to a certain program, you have to look at it before you jump on it. And then sometimes they say, when it's network, get on board, learn to understand when the train is moving. But I have learned a lot since I have joined TBC. And with the introduction of the broadcast, that make things even more easier, and the knowledge base have been broadened, because 24/7 you can listen to broadcast. Whatever question that you have, you can ask. And I like the system where you have mentors. You have people that you can rely on when things get hard. Because being in a community, in a country like Namibia, some things are not clear, and yourself you cannot explain. But the system is done in the way that you will be able to ask, and you will be able to be assisted. Remember, everything that is new, people will be skeptic. And the first word is, this is a scam. That will come out 100 times from the own people that you're working with. They will also start to question, is this for real? I give you this query and this query is not being addressed on time, and what? Is this not a scam? So this really I do appreciate, because even after how many days you ask, like first time you say I'm persistent, I do persist and I get answers for my people so that I can prove this is not a scam. And I still continue to do that. With the leaders, we are the voice of the voiceless. And if we're bringing on people on board, we have to be clear on what we are saying, and we have to deliver on what we are promising them. Then, yeah.
Wow. Thank you, my sister. I can see that you're not gonna stay long in my class. If it's 3 weeks, you'll only take 3 days.
Yeah.
Thanks for your comment. Everyone is listening. Let's go back to the top chat again. Diana added again by saying, they make the laws we have to abide by, but they don't have to. It is a completely unfair system. Okay. And then our brother John from Mexico added again by saying, that's right, the system is fraudulent by its very design. And they are like parasites sucking the life energy out of humanity. And then Diana also added by saying, absolutely, they have us where they want us to be subservient. They had their chances, right? But I think now it's high time for them to adapt into our system. They must now allow us to take over. What do you think?
Yeah, you know, when when you have a hidden agenda, when it's hidden, it's still an agenda, but when it's open, it's open. So if I know that route is longer and there is a short one, I will always definitely take a short one or a long one with open eyes.
Okay.
So the people who are the Tibetan, they have open eyes. Whether the route is longer or short, they will go in any route with open eyes. And everything around them, yeah, they will understand the world better than the people who are not in Tibetians. So it's better for us to educate our brothers and sisters on things that affect their lives and for the generations to come.
True. That is why now we have started these cash flow programs. Many of you saw something in my hometown, Soweto, today, and we will continue. Currently, we'll be having 2 sessions this week, and we're planning to have 4 at a minimum, starting from next week. And all of us clear, they are in it. Let's educate our communities. And let's go back to the top chat. Our brother John is saying, yes, it seems unfair to us. All of these years, we have been scammed. And now people don't understand liberty because they don't understand it. It goes with educating our people to understand certain things. Our brother mentioned an important area here about liberty because most of our people don't understand it. So it is up to us to take them through. Okay. And then Diana say they failed miserably. Yes, they failed. That is why now they have to adapt and allow others a chance. And then yes, so I fully agree with you, my fellow Tibetians, in all your comments. They're genuine, and I've actually learned a lot, including what John has just said here about liberty, and we've been scammed for years. It's been some decades, right? Yeah, it's been a long time. So we can't allow that. So there's only one way, and that way it's by teaching the system of the billion coin. Yes. So to all of you again today, I would say thank you again. If there are still some more comments, it is open for the next 2 minutes, and I'll allow my sister to say something again, since myself and her, including other leaders who are in waiting, we have a lot to prepare for their first leadership training. Of course, there will be other programs as well within that leadership training. So I'll allow her to say something to you all, guys. And from there, we will be going offline since we have other members who are currently on live streaming, and then we expect others to be online, say any moment from now. Okay, so over to you, my sister.
Thanks everybody. All what I'm saying to you, wait for next week. I will start with my broadcast. I see my brother Stephen Kofi, he's hitting it. I think the competition is too tough, and you guys who started already, you put the bar too high for us to be able to fit in. You have to bear with us. We are trying really hard. 1 billion members is not a joke. And if we have to get there, we have to get serious. And yeah, watch out. Namibia is on the way.
Thank you. Wow, it's gonna be a busiest week this week and next week. Tomorrow,
Yeah.
we're having someone from Soweto. Wow, and towards the weekend as well. And next week, Namibia. Wow, I can't miss that one. Believe you me.
Yeah.
I will be watching, and I'm not going to comment. I will just watch because the only thing for me to do, I'm going to organize myself a very big pen, but the red one, and with a piece of paper to do my snag list.
Yeah. They say I know you are an architect. That's why you come in with the snag list. I know where the word is coming from. Even today, I was having a big book of snag lists that I have to complete. And that is why sometimes I'm not here. I am completing my snag list that side.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm not going to comment. I can only comment after the live stream broadcast.
All right.
Want. And you
All right.
know, I won't be easy, eh?
Yeah, no, that I know for sure. You know, they say it's difficult, but it's possible. Yeah, everything you do, you will be faced with challenge, but those are challenges that you are prepared to overcome. Yeah.
Yeah, what I like about you, you are very persistent, and at the same time, you're not scared.
Not at all. I've been there, I've done that, so I'm ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Again, back to the top chat. My brother Jacob, thanks again for being here with us. Our brother John, and our sister Diana from Canada, and everyone on the panel, including our former TBC secretary in South Africa. Thanks again for being here. Nda Bomudisane. And my brother Stephen, hi again, and thanks again. I will request you to touch base with me after this live stream, one-on-one. And my sister, pass our greetings to our fellows in Namibia and tell them that we love them and we are still here. And for our mission, we will do anything. And thanks again. I'm looking forward to share with you, if not late today, tomorrow, we will be having quite a number of live streams from South Africa, but different people. Maybe I might not show up, but maybe some of you might hear my voice as a narrator. And thank you again.
Oh, that was a great time. And then bye to all leaders, Diana, Brother Steve Coffee, and
Yeah.
everybody, John and everybody. Have a wonderful evening that is left.
Pleasure and peace.
Peace.